What's up guys? So here's a new video for you guys. Just in case if you didn't know what this is grease, and this is a mini grease gun. I feel ashamed because the 4 or 3 years that I've had my Jeep, I've never greased it. So now I'm going to finally grease it and do the proper maintenance, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So this one comes with a flexible hose and a sturdy, strong metal hose. I am going to be using the flexible one because I am going to be going under my Jeep and into hard to reach places. This little kit, it comes with tape for the threads right here, so it's a tight seal. Here's what you do. You get this piece and then you stick it right in the middle right here and you screw it on. But before you do that, you should put the thread tape on there. Okay, I just put that on there and that's how it looks. Okay, so I just took off this nozzle from this metal hose and I'm going to be putting it on this flexible one right here, but I'm also going to be taping it, of course, both sides. Alright, so I have it right here. There's the hose, and all you have to do is you're going to unscrew this all the way, and then you're going to put this tube in here. Bam. So here's what you're going to do. In order to put this down, you're going to just pull that down and get this tube. Here's the tube out the box. So it says insert this way. So basically you take this cap off. There's that red stuff, the grease. Put it in here this way. And then after it's in, you're going to rip this cover off and then screw this back in. And then you're ready to go. So here is how the tube looks. There's a little notch where you could pull it all the way and just put it here so it stays. I'm going to pull this off now and just screw it in. Here's how it looks. So you don't actually have to push this down, just push it out of the lock position. And there's a spring in here, so whenever you use this, it's going to automatically push it up. So let's just head out to the Jeep and start doing it. I'm not going to show you where all the spots are on the Jeep because every Jeep is different. However, I will show you how to put it in. What I've been told is there's like 2 different methods in doing the Zerk fittings, like how to add more grease to it. So one method is just to plump it up. However, if you want to like fully do it, someone else told me that you could just push out the old grease, basically overfill the whole thing, and that's how you do it. So there's one right on top of here. I'm going to do it for you, and I'm going to plump it out a little bit. Basically all you do is you just push this in and it will automatically go in, and I'm going to try and film and squeeze this at the same time so you can see it. Alright, I'm doing it right now, pumping it. It took a couple of pumps, but you see it's finally oozing out the red stuff, so that's how you know it's actually pumping. But there it is, that red stuff. Since there's a small amount of this, I'm just going to plump it like that. I'm not going to add any more than it needs. So you guys are just going to want to find all your little Zerk fittings on your Jeep and do that, because if you don't maintain it, then it's basically metal to metal and it's gonna be worn down faster. Don't judge me on this rough country. It's just a steering stabilizer, that's it, nothing else. But yeah, thanks for watching. So here's the good news, guys, the really good news. I just greased my car like you saw, and I've been driving for a couple miles already, listening to, like, you know, how my car, if it sounds different or not, and yes, it sounds totally different. Reason being is usually when I would go over bumps or do quick stops, there would be like a metal to metal noise, and I never knew what that was. However, I just greased all the joints and I'm pretty sure I know what it was now. So it was probably like all the steering components, like the tie rod and all that. I thought it was the bushings before, like the bushings were bad, but good thing I greased my joints before doing anything. I mean, my bushings look pretty bad. I think they are a little dry rotted, but the grease did solve the problem of the metal to metal clanking noise whenever I would brake hard or whenever I would go over speed bumps. But yeah, guys, that's actually pretty cool that I fixed that. And if you have any other questions, hit me up down below. Oh yeah, guys, so one last thing. So I ended up not just plumping the Zerk fittings or whatever. I ended up actually just overfilling it and just adding a lot because I had a lot of grease left over and I just didn't want it to go to waste. Plus I have a bunch of grease, so why not? So I just basically I overfilled it and it oozed out, and that's what I want. So you're technically supposed to grease your joints down there every time you change your oil. It's a little excessive, but if you want to maintain your car and make it last for a long time, I guess you would do that. I like to do stuff in overkill a lot, so that's probably how I'm going to do it. Just cause why not, right? YOLO. The way I build my Jeep is the definition of YOLO. It's because why not? And I know my whole Jeep is unpractical. Everything's unpractical. But like I said, it's fun and it's YOLO. Alright guys, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Peace.
Now she want a photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto, nigga. YOLO, and we bout it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, nigga, we don't really play.